my blue lights at you to let you know who I was.
Just try.
I'm the police chief of Zebulon. You want to write that ticket?
Why are you coming up to me like that?
Cops must understand they aren't above the law and will be held accountable just like any other citizen. These entitled officers thought differently, but fortunately, there were good officers who stood up to them, teaching them a timely lesson.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Matt Pope worked for me. Your chief worked for me.
Yes, sir. There's no need to get upset.
I'm upset because I spoke to you.
On August 26, 2022, a couple of Molina police officers pulled over a vehicle for a window tint violation. The cops had no clue they had just stopped Zebulon Police Chief Jonathan Hemphill. The drama that unfolded later was one for the eye.
Here, come here. You go.
Say hello. Was that illegal?
No, no, sir. The reason why we're stopping you is because it's a window tint violation.
I blinked my blue lights at you to let you know who I was.
Yes, sir. Well, we didn't know with it. That's not a government tag.
That is a unofficial tag.
Okay.
That tag's not even on file.
I see. Yes. Well, we have to catch up the bill to run it and everything like that, sir.
So I won't blink my blue lights at you next time. I'll let you just sit there. I was just speaking. I'm the police chief in Zebulon.
Well, nice to meet you, sir.
Matt Pope worked for me. Your chief worked for me.
Yes, sir. There's no need to get upset.
I'm upset because I spoke to you when I come by, and now you're pulling me
Sir,
over.
I've never met you a day in my life.
I understand that.
Why are you being hostile?
Easy. I don't have to talk to you.
Okay.
Easy. I'm not talking to you.
Why are you being hostile right now?
Are y'all gonna write me a ticket?
Shocked by the chief's arrogance and entitlement, the female cop got a bit upset. And that's when things really started to heat up.
Are you gonna write me a ticket?
Sir, we're just trying.
I'm the police chief in Zebulon. Do you wanna write me a ticket?
Why are you coming up to me like that? I'm doing my job, right?
What are you stopping for?
I'm stopping you for one because it's dark.
I have blue lights in my car.
Okay, you know how many officers have blue lights in
Are
their
you
vehicle?
writing me a ticket? Yes or no?
I'm conducting my investigation.
Are you writing me a ticket? I'm fixing to leave.
Do you have your driver's license?
Sure, I have my driver's license.
I
Literally.
don't know why you're
I have my driver's license. I'm fixing to make it a whole lot more. Your boss worked.
11:11. I'm out here with Illinois.
just like anybody else. Pull it over, okay? Thank you.
I'm my license.
Okay, so 2001 Dodge Ram truck, black in color. Some machine construction company out of Losersville. Registration showed expired, valid insurance, -99.
Just confirming Bravo Frank Mike. Yeah, sir. As I was explaining.
I don't want anything from you.
Okay.
You let her do her job.
28 returns to a 2001 Dodge Ram truck, black in color, to machine construction company out of Losersville.
It doesn't come back to that vehicle.
Valid insurance, -99.
The poor officers were being punished just for doing their job. Despite being treated so badly, one of the officers went over to explain everything to the chief. Little did he know, Hemphill was about to throw another tantrum.
11:08, 11:11. Make sure you're recording.
Yeah. What?
She's about bringing your driver's license
All
back
right.
up.
That's fine.
Yeah. First when we ran the tag, it came back to like a Dodge Ram, so we're just
It's not a
confirming it's
Dodge
not.
Ram.
Yes, sir.
It's a ghost tag.
Yes, sir. We're
You
making
must
sure.
have anything back with that tag.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're just.
You must have run it wrong. You must have run it wrong because you want to come back to a Dodge Ram.
We were confirmed it. They let us know and everything.
So it's still coming back to a Dodge Ram now?
Sir, can I ask why you're so upset?
Is it still coming back to a Dodge Ram now?
No, we got it fixed. Why are you so upset?
No, you didn't fix it. Is it still coming back to a Dodge Ram right now?
No, it came back 9:05.
That's right, because
Okay.
you run it wrong.
Sir,
Somebody run it wrong.
about
Either
to-
you did or they did.
We're about to get the information.
Okay,
and get
I
it
got
back
your
to you.
chief on the phone right now. That's
Yes, sir.
fine.
I
That's fine.
understand.
That's fine.
Can you calm down for us,
No.
please?
I appreciate your service. I appreciate your service.
All right.
I'm just saying, I spoke to you guys. I didn't have to do that. I could have eased on by y'all. I appreciate the job y'all out here doing.
Chief,
I
I'm trying to be
spoke y'all.
respectful with you.
I understand
okay?
that. I understand that.
I'm not raising my voice or
I
nothing at
understand
you,
that.
right?
I understand
All right, let's.
But
man
I'm
to
trying
man,
to
let's
tell
be
you,
respectful to one
the
another,
only
okay?
thing I done wrong was spoke. Y'all never would have pulled me over if I hadn't flicked my blue lights
No,
at you.
It's bizarre to see an esteemed officer reacting so badly after a minor inconvenience. Even the officers were shocked by this entitlement. This dog definitely needed to be on a leash.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm
No,
telling
you
you straight up, okay?
Okay. All right.
But like I said, there's people out here impersonating police officers with blue lights.
Or you
and
threw
we've
my
dealt
license.
with
She
them
threw
before.
my license. If she is getting it for me.
She'll bring it to you, sir.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
I'm just
Bring it
trying
till
to.
you get through.
I'm trying to talk with you.
I don't want to talk anymore about it.
All righty. Yes, very unprofessional. Whole time?
Soon after this incident, Chief Hemphill was under severe criticism, and the department launched an internal investigation into his conduct. He was found guilty and received an oral reprimand. He was also instructed to attend anger management and de-escalation training. The chief got away with a slap on his wrist, but this next officer was owned pretty badly by his sergeant.
Well, the reason why you being
over for flipping you off.
No, ma'am. The reason why
you are retaliating against me. You turned your sirens on and everything, ran over here like a crazy person.
On September 6, 2023, Officer Patrick Akers was conducting a traffic stop when he saw a woman give him a salute. Instead of ignoring this, the cop chased her down and eventually pulled her over. What went down was downright embarrassing.
Okay.
So this is that female, Trevino. She flicks me off as I'm going back to back of my patrol car, fails the single left hand to go into the left lane. She flicks me off, so I just wanted a second when I made contact with her. How's it going? Officer Akers, New Braunfels Police Department. Okay.
I know who you are.
That's fine. Well, the reason why you being
over for flipping you off.
No, ma'am. The reason why
you are retaliating against me. You turned your sirens on and everything, ran over here like a crazy person.
Okay, well, ma'am, the reason why you're being contacted is you failed to signal lane change when you flicked me off.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and step out of the car. Step out of the car. I have 3 officers here.
He's hurt me before. Please don't let him.
Yeah, would you mind, Henderson, go ahead and detain her in cuffs?
No, because he's been illegal to me.
Okay.
This officer is the reason why people are starting to hate these cops. The woman clearly indicated that she was heading over to the left lane, but this ignorant officer went over to do something shocking.
You're under arrest for failed to signal lane change.
I'm under arrest for failing to signal a lane change?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm under arrest for failing to signal a lane change?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry. You guys just know this is bullshit. You guys just know it is. You guys know it is. You're under arrest. Grab my phone. Please grab my phone.
We'll get it. You want me to transport, or you think better?
Danny can do it.
Danny, would you mind just transporting? You don't have to do anything else other than transport. I'll be there. PD 2B6.
Guys.
Can you go ahead and give me an next rotational record? That female is in my custody. I believe it's going to be Brittany Trevino.
Officer Akers is a well-known women offender and had some history with Brittany as well. The arrest was illegal, and the officer did something even worse.
What's that? Yeah, she has a driver's license, but...
I'm gonna turn this off. No.
Yeah, she has a driver's license, but...
I'm gonna turn this off. No. Why are we arresting her for a traffic infraction?
Well, she comes down the street, comes right towards me. As I'm walking back by the car, didn't do nothing, she flicks me off. Mm-hmm. And then as she does that, she gets on the lane, fails the signal lane change.
You would normally write a ticket for this person for this, just because that in the past she's done this, this, and this, right? This is something that you would normally write a ticket for, then it's right to
Yeah. You want me to go ahead and police it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Either for the plate or Charles Paul 5990 for number 3 Volkswagen 4 North Blue Post.
Alright. So let's write the ticket and go about it that way.
Sounds good.
Because all you're going to do is give her more ammo. Alright?
Yep.
So write the ticket, just fill it out.
It's hard to believe how conveniently these corrupt cops turned off their body cams like it meant nothing. It was obvious that Officer Akers had messed up badly.
Her makeup on. Have a license plate of Nora Sam Henry 9090.
Moments later, the sergeant arrived on the scene and immediately released Brittany from handcuffs.
Road rage is
Do you have an email address? What? Help? Okay. What? That's it is. All right, Brittany L.
You don't make thinner or best than that? Well, yours is pretty thin, right? What are they doing? You would think, I don't know, because I never tested it. I was always like, and they're like, you could stab right through it. And I'm like, what do you mean you can stab through it? You guys want me to wear this for bullets? Are you kidding me? What do you mean you can stab through it? I mean, I've never tried. They did tell me though that you can stab right through it.
So finalizing that. They don't make sense. Alright. So right here, Brittany, this is going to be your citation. You received on the court. The court date is 9/27/23. Address and phone number for the quarter right here.
Officer Akers deserved to be scolded for his timid act, but the supervisor was very kind to him. Instantly turning a traffic citation into an arrest should be enough to remove him from the force.
You're good to go. So I understand that you flicked the officer off. That's not. So my question was, did you flick the officer off?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Regardless of what your history is with Officer Akers, your intense hate caused you to flick him off, and then you committed a traffic violation. Okay? Had you just gone on about your day and not worried about flicking people off or anything like that, none of this would have happened.
I know, but
It was, oh, it did? No, I didn't. Let me get your signature on it. So that's not pleading guilty. That just promises to take care of that ticket. Okay. None of it ever is good on those automated ones. Okay. So here's the thing, right? Had you just gone on about your day, right? So your intense hatred is causing you to do other things that is drawing attention to you. You need to move on with your life. Man, move along. Okay?
The sergeant was once again in the wrong. None of this would have happened if Akers wasn't a crybaby. Brittany did nothing wrong and was only being punished because Akers' fragile ego couldn't handle a constitutionally protected act.
ever could have happened in a million years. I never would have thought.
I'm not here to debate this situation with you. I watched the video. I know everything that occurred. Okay? I know about the court stuff, everything that occurred. If Officer Akers had done anything wrong, he wouldn't be here right now. Right? That's 100% true. It is. So you need to move on and not be running around flipping people off. Right? I get it. That's your First Amendment. If you want to flip people off, but what it did is it caused you to create a hazard into a traffic infraction. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's regardless of what y'all's history is, you need to move along with it. Right? Got nothing more to say. Have a good day. Don't forget your phone's on top of your car. You should drive off without it.
Sergeant Scott did save the day for Brittany, preventing her from going to the police station. However, he should have punished Officer Akers for the unlawful traffic stop and the illegal arrest. This officer clearly learned his lesson, but this next tyrant was humiliated in front of the camera.
You got Raz detained me. And he said you were filming walking around cars. So let's go and remove him from the situation,
Okay. All right.
Okay, so moving forward, how can we do something for you here?
On January 13, 2022, a First Amendment auditor with a YouTube channel called Free Press NC was conducting a First Amendment audit in Burlington. He wandered over to the Burlington Police Department and began recording the parking lot.
Tires are mostly in good shape. Can't tell entirely, but they're, generally speaking, they seem to be good tires. Hi.
What are you doing?
Just checking out my employees. What's up? What's your name, badge number?
Delgado.
Delgado, you have a badge number?
I don't.
Okay.
What's your name?
I'm not gonna give that.
So what are you doing?
Just checking on the Burlington employees and seeing if you guys are doing a great job.
About
You're keeping,
looking
yeah.
through the cars?
Yeah, I want to make sure you're keeping the officers safe with like good tires and you're not leaving out passwords to NCIC. You said I need to?
Yes, sir. You're actually trespassing unless you actually have something.
You want me to or I need to? It's hard.
Do you have any business back here? This is only police personnel only.
Yeah, you said I need to, so I was asking, do you want me to come talk to you or did I have to? Am I being detained?
Yes, sir. At this point, yes, sir.
Okay, for suspicion of what crime?
Okay, you're walking around taking pictures of police cars and so forth.
I wonder how hard it is to read the Constitution once and for all. These timid officers tried to intimidate the auditor, but his answers left them in shock.
You don't have any business here.
Is that illegal? Is that illegal?
It's only supposed to be police back here.
And your name, badge number?
I don't have a badge number. Sergeant Marsh.
Sergeant Marsh, okay. So you said I'm detained. And I said suspicion of what crime?
What are you doing back here?
Suspicion of what crime? What's your RAS?
You need to leave, sir.
What crime have I committed?
You need to leave.
If you'd like to stand on the sidewalk and
He told me I have to come here and I'm detained.
No, I
so
didn't say that. I didn't say that.
you said we need you to come here and you said I'm
I need to talk to
detained.
you. So I need to talk to you. If you want to go over there, take on the sidewalk, take pictures, you're more than welcome, but you can't be back here.
So the sign that says public entrance is not a public entrance?
If you have business here.
Yeah.
Do you have business here?
Am I required to answer that question?
Okay, sir. At this point, you're being asked if you want to go over and take pictures.
I know I'm being
you're all
asked
right.
because you don't want to infringe on my rights, which is why you've not ordered me to, but you still have me detained. Are you going to undetain me or am I still detained?
You're not detained.
Okay.
You're more than free, but you
I can do what I want. Thanks. It's a public.
Sir, you can go on the sidewalk and take pictures.
You have to stay on the sidewalk.
Where's the sign that says it's authorized personnel only? There's actually a sign in here that says public parking right here.
The sergeant was trying to trespass him from a public parking lot. The auditor tried to reason with him, but soon realized that he needed a firmer approach.
You tell me I'm detained in a public parking lot with no signs? That's bullcrap. Back off.
Well, sir, you need to understand.
I don't need to do crap. You detained me for nothing.
Sir, you need to leave the parking lot.
Give me your supervisor.
I am the supervisor.
Give me your supervisor, the LT. This is bullcrap.
I don't want to do it.
Notice I'm not talking to either of you guys this way. I'm not
what?
talking to either of you guys this way. I'm talking to him this way.
I understand.
You have no signs that say no trespassing, and it freaking says public entrance. You cannot detain me for videotaping.
I didn't
Why were
detain
you
you.
all in that car?
I wasn't in a car.
You
if
were
you
all
find
looking
if
at
you
it.
find
I
evidence of
watched you
me being in
looking
a
at the
car,
car.
then bring me in Raz and detain me and we'll talk.
And that's why we started speaking with you because of that. Because
You can't detain me to figure out if I committed a crime. You're a freaking sergeant.
Yes, sir. We can.
No, you cannot. What was the Raz? Reasonable, articulable
You're
suspicion.
looking at vehicles, possibly breaking into a vehicle.
Did you suspect me of breaking into a vehicle?
I did.
Yes.
I asked him what he suspected me of, and he said filming.
So I seen you, and I called my sergeant.
And that's
See,
why I got
but
out.
that's what you need to articulate. You didn't do that until now. He was telling me that I was suspicious because I was filming around vehicles, but he doesn't get to detain me because I'm filming. I don't care how suspicious it looks. You will not get my name. I am not trespassing, and I will not leave.
The auditor refused to elaborate further as he called for a supervisor. The situation was getting incredibly tense, and surprisingly, neither of the three officers knew that he was right in his stance. This shows how dreadful our law enforcement has become.
Now, if you guys have signs up that says this is a trespassed area, authorized personnel only, you got gates up, of course I can't come in.
Well, usually
He's making up laws.
like I was saying, usually it is. We only allow police cars and people back here, but due to the front lobby, people do come, public citizens.
Right.
They do come back.
Which is
here.
why I'm here.
Yeah, I understand.
Try to be
What's
as
the
reserved as I
reason
can.
That you were looking all in the car.
Okay. You told me that you have RAS that I was breaking and entering or potentially committing a crime. Therefore, I'm not answering any of your questions. Am I being detained by you? Probably a court's not going to care about a 5-minute detention, which is why there probably won't be anything from this unless you keep escalating.
I'm not escalating anything. You are.
You did.
Finally, the moment of truth came as the lieutenant arrived on the spot and took the sergeant to the cleaners, who was trying to be overly efficient.
What's going on, man?
Howdy.
How are you?
I was doing pretty good.
Okay.
Till I met the sergeant. These two folks are incredibly professional.
Good enough.
He hasn't escalated a single thing. She said she had razzed me breaking into a freaking car. She was very polite at first. Once he escalated, she jumped on the bandwagon. But generally, they've been good.
Okay.
He is a train wreck. How you just treated me was a train wreck. I should say that. I don't know you, Sergeant Marsh, so I shouldn't have said that. I apologize. All right?
Basically, I was told by Officer Delgado that he was actually looking at vehicles, possibly breaking into cars. That's why he's here.
He didn't tell me that. He didn't say that's his razz. I said, you got razz, detain me. And he said, you were filming, walking around cars. So
Let's go and remove him from the situation, right?
Okay. All right.
Okay, so moving forward, how can we do something for you here? You can
Allow me to
film
go
all
by
you want in the
visit.
back lot.
Thank
You know
you.
what I mean? If you need paperwork, tell me what you need. We'll
All
try
right.
to get it for you. They're going to close pretty soon.
Understood. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm good to go.
All right.
I'm just here to quietly exercise my rights and not be impeded.
Okay.
And not be detained. We good?
More power to you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir.
Take care.
Be safe.
Peace. Keep it up, bro.
Now that's what you call de-escalation. The lieutenant calmly dealt with the issue and let the auditor off the hook. I'm sure the sergeant learned a great lesson in law that day and will not disturb law-abiding citizens anytime soon. Well, these officers might have been humbled, but this sheriff was absolutely humiliated as he was arrested right outside his department.
Cody?
Let's go on the
I can't
opposite
tell.
side.
Keep him up there. Come over here, sir. Keep him up there. Sheriff,
Go. What are you doing?
Stay out here.
In 2017, Rio Arriba County Sheriff James Lujan helped his friend and former counselor Phil Chalkin evade arrest after a police chase. The cops also found out that Lujan had been abusing his authority. The Santa Fe County Sheriff's deputies obtained a search warrant for the sheriff's phone and surrounded his office.
Search warrant for him or?
For the building as well. I have no idea. It's house. But no, just stay here. No, I can't have you enter the scene.
You guys are up, man.
Why are they beating on things?
Let's get him on the opposite side of this truck.
Cody?
Let's go on the
I
opposite
can't tell.
side.
Sir, let's walk over here.
Why is that? That's messed up.
Let's walk over here.
Sheriff.
That's what I'm saying. Let's get him on the opposite side of this truck.
Well, you got Tabitha over there. Not yet. I got the press out here taking pictures of me in handcuffs.
The deputies took no time before making the arrest, but things were about to get from bad to worse for Sheriff Lujan.
Push him around into the doorway. Yeah, push him around into the doorway. At least to the doorway.
Aye! This is ridiculous.
Keep him up there.
Hold on, we have press.
Keep him up there. Come over here, sir.
Keep him up there.
Sheriff,
Go.
What are you doing?
Stay out here.
Aye!
Ah, Jesus. Really?
You don't have to. Just stand. Just stand. Just stand.
Put him on this side of the truck. Put him on the outside of the truck.
It hurts.
They're loose, sir. They're loose.
No, they're not loose.
They're not even.
Sheriff, those are loose.
Stick your finger in there. Can you stick your finger in there? Yes, I can. Well, they hurt. Jesus. So, we have two surgeons.
And one is for your iPhone.
Okay.
So I'm going to read the stipulation.
Can you take these handcuffs off? They hurt. They hurt. Am I under arrest?
You're being detained.
Well, yeah. Why do I have to have cuffs on? They hurt.
We'll take them off in a minute. This won't take long.
You have a search warrant for my iPhone. You got my iPhone. You want a search warrant for the building. You're searching the building. I don't know what you're searching for, though.
I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
You're not letting me explain this. Let me explain. So on this is signed by a district court judge.
Good.
Okay. Judge Bowman. Okay. First judicial.
Okay.
So this search warrant gives me the authorization to seize your phone. Okay. Search your phone.
Okay.
But it also gives me the authorization. So what I'm asking for you to do is unlock your phone, unlock it, give it back to me, and I'm going to remove the security settings. I don't want your passcode. I'm not asking for your passcode. I'm asking you to unlock the phone. Per the search warrant, you can read it if you want under number 2.
The sheriff was stunned, knowing that handing over his phone would expose his secrets to the world. He tried to evade the search, but soon realized that even he wasn't above the law.
I will if I get a chance to talk to my attorney.
It doesn't work like that.
Marty,
this is not a negotiation.
mira.
This is not a negotiation, Sheriff. This is not a negotiation. I'm telling you, the warrant says it right there. You can talk to your attorney when this is all done. When this is all done, you can call your attorney. But right now, we're trying to get you to comply with the warrant. The warrant stipulates exactly what we want. You give us that, we'll get the phone, we're out of here. That's it.
Right now, I'm under arrest. Because I am under arrest. I am in handcuffs. I'm not free to leave. I'm not free to leave? Am I free to leave?
No.
No. Then, if I'm under arrest, I have a right to an attorney, correct?
You do.
Okay.
And I'm not questioning you.
I'm invoking my right to an attorney right now. Okay. You understand that?
So, take him in.
Book me for
booking. For obstruction. Obstruction.
Booking. I'm not obstructing.
Take him over here to our unit. Take him over here to our unit.
Over here, Sheriff. Over here.
Sheriff. They're gonna book me.
The corrupt sheriff turned the search warrant into an arrest and made matters increasingly difficult for the deputy.
Look.
Stop. Just walk. Just walk.
What are you doing? Look. What is this? Really?
That's not what you said. That's not what you said.
It's pleasing to see a dishonest sheriff getting arrested for failing to comply with the law, but his fellows didn't feel the same as they tried to intimidate the deputies doing their jobs.
Get everything. I don't want part of it.
What do you mean everything?
Everything.
So this is what we took off this person? You're the one that took it off this person?
Took it off this person.
Deputy Graves.
Well, inventory it before you get it.
We're handing it right over to you.
Inventory it. Okay. You have to get away from it.
Right there.
I just got that. Show myself at 11, wait 92.
Trying to do everything peacefully. We tried to. Okay? That's all we're doing. We're done here. We're leaving.
Okay, well get out of here then. You're done. Get out.
We'll leave when we're ready.
You said you were done.
Yeah, we're wrapping it up right now. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. We're doing our law enforcement duties. That's it. District court signed it. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, so as soon as we're done, we're going to get out of your hair. Why are you calling everybody here to put them involved?
This is our house.
Well, right now it's ours. Right now it's ours.
Oh, wow. We own the building right now.
Shut up.
Don't talk to me like that.
Shut up.
I don't work for you. Don't
Okay.
talk to me like
Shut
that.
up.
Easy, easy. Get that and let's go. Are we done in there? Are we done in there? Okay.
Ultimately, the officers got done with it and escorted the sheriff to the police station. Now that's a job well done.
Do we have what we came for?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Then go.
Are we clear? Everybody out?
Hey, pull that crime taper out. We're going.
It's closed for now.
I have no idea. Go ask her.
You guys didn't let me in, but you let her in.
I have no idea, sir.
You find out from?
You go ask her. This is your house. You go ask her.
Oh, now it's my house.
Yeah, it is now. Because we just gave it back to you.
Oh, this thing's hurt. God.
Once arrested, things worsened for Sheriff Lujan, who was charged with 2 felonies for helping a man avoid arrest. Later, he was found guilty of both charges and sentenced to 3 years in prison, followed by a 1.5 years of probation. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Today, we saw instances where good officers stood up against the bad ones. While we know there are many corrupt cops in our country, seeing some decent officers in action brings a sense of relief. If you agree with me, please consider showing your support by liking this video, and make sure to subscribe to stay informed about future cases like these. Also, if you enjoyed this video, check out the next video here.